Hey, what is up, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about where Eric Bledsoe could go now that we pretty much know that he's going to get traded, as he has pretty much came out and said with a tweet how he does not want to be in Phoenix anymore. He tried to cover it up, but we all know he meant Phoenix, because why else would he tweet that? And then after the Suns won, where he didn't play, they said, wow. Well, he tweeted wow. So he's making it very apparent that he wants to be left. And now here's a disclaimer. Before I get crucified, I get anally raped, and I get punched in the face and jumped by the Crips and Bloods at the same exact time. These teams that I'm about to say is two teams. The teams I'm about to say are not the most likely for him to go to, and they are most likely not going to happen, but it would be the ones that I would be most excited for and make the most sense in my opinion. So get off my dick. Don't comment below like this is never going to happen. Just let me talk about the teams, and maybe I can maybe I can make you change your mind a little bit. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Another thing is, like, he's not going to be getting traded for that much, because yes, Eric Bledsoe is a great point guard, but he's came out and said how he wanted to be traded severely, and they sat him out a game, and plus he went meet with his team, and it didn't go well because, well, it made him leave late, and he's not, leave early in the meeting, and he didn't play tonight, and I don't think his ankle was hurt. So yeah, and that means he's not going to be traded for that much of talent, mostly because everybody knows he wants to leave, so there's no point in trading a ton for him if they already know he wants to leave. So yeah, I just want to get out there before I tell you some of the trade packages, and you're like, whoa. Alright, yeah, now let's get into the actual video. So the first team is actually going to be the New Orleans Pelicans. That might shock y'all, but just listen to why I picked them, because in my personal opinion, I do think it makes sense, because like, they are only 1 point guard away from being a extremely dominant force in the NBA, because right now they have one of the best backcourts in the entire league, with debatably the best power forward in the entire league, probably a future Hall of Famer, Anthony Davis. And also you compare that with DeMarcus Cousins, a top 5 center in the league right now, and maybe another future Hall of Famer, that's already the best backcourt. But unfortunately, they don't have much three-point shooting or point guard, as Drew Holiday is their third best player on that team. And so far this season, he has not played good, and he's actually played under average what he's usually doing, as he has only averaged 10.3 points per game, 5.7 rebounds per game, 4.7 assists per game throughout the first 3 games. Yes, it's only 3 games, but he's really been playing bad, and those stats are actually showing better than he's playing worse than his stats even show. But if you add a point guard at the caliber of Eric Bledsoe, that will be not only giving you passing, which they need, it will also be spreading the court, which the New Orleans Pelicans extremely need, as they really, as of right now, besides maybe Drew Holiday, they don't have a perimeter shooter or anything. They have no perimeter shooting, and everybody just pretty much packs the paint for Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. So if you add Eric Bledsoe, that will not only make a passing threat to where you have to guard Eric Bledsoe and at least not be able to pack the paint as much, and he would be able to dish it off to Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins at will, but he will also be able to shoot and help with the scoring load, because right now, Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins are averaging 30 points a game, and like, not combined, just 30 points a game. Like, DeMarcus and Anthony Davis both have 30 points each game. It's getting ridiculous because they have no other scorer. But now if you add Eric Bledsoe, that'll at least be able to lessen the scoring load, and Eric Bledsoe can go for 20, and he's actually above average, so he can probably go for 25 points a game if you really wanted to. Let's be honest. But why this could not actually happen, like a reason that it might not happen, it's because after being in Phoenix for 5 whole years, giving it his all, he is now in his prime years, 27 years old, and they still are terrible. Actually, they are historically bad, as the first 3 their games up until today, they have lost by 30 or more. It's terrible. They just won a game tonight, but they still lost. They're 1-3, and 2 of those losses were by more than 30. I think more than 40, actually. And I'm pretty sure he probably wants to go to a team that is a contender already. And the New Orleans Pelicans, even if you add Eric Bledsoe, they are not a contender, as they're in the stacked West. And Also, they're probably not going to get past the first round, so that's probably a big reason he won't go over there. But now let's get into the second team on this list. Now, my second and I think more likely team on this list is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because y'all might be thinking right now, dude, they have Isaiah Thomas and Derrick Rose. There's no need for them. Well, both of them have been hurt. Derrick Rose is going to be out for a while, and the coach actually said, Lou Williams actually said he's not looking good. Tyronn Lue. He said it's not looking good, and he could be out for a while. And obviously Isaiah Thomas, he's going to be out until December. So, adding Eric Bledsoe would make tons of sense. And, Cleveland is already a finals-bound team. Like I said, Eric Bledsoe will probably want to go to a winning team now. He's been with a losing team for so long. And as they already have LeBron, Love, and Thomas, and y'all might be like, well, you don't need him. You have Thomas. Well, Thomas, I kind of have a little bit of doubt in Thomas because Thomas had one really, really good year. Don't get me wrong. But I think he's more of a shooter and scorer than he is a point guard because he doesn't pass that great, and he also does not play defense at all, as he's just too small to guard anyone. So if you had Eric Bledsoe at point guard and then move Isaiah Thomas to shooting guard, I think that would make way more sense because you would have Isaiah Thomas to shoot the ball and Eric Bledsoe to bring it up the court. So you pretty much have 2 point guards on the court, but one is a knockdown shooter and one can get him the ball, plus you have LeBron and all that. And just think, this will most likely have the starting lineup being Isaiah Thomas, Eric Bledsoe, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Jay Crowder. Look at that. That's a stacked ass starting 5. But then assuming that they get rid of Derrick Rose and Tristan Thompson in the trade, they probably won't get that much for him. Then you'd have the bench of Dwayne Wade, Kyle Korver, Zizic, Jeff Green, and Amon Shumpert. Those people are all good because I do think Isaiah Thomas would start over Dwayne Wade in this situation. Just think how good of a team that would be. That could be a team that could compete with the Golden State Warriors because you'd have a way better bench than the Warriors have, hands down, no matter what. And then your starting 5 is going to be, if not the best, the second best in the league because you'd have LeBron and Kevin Love, your 2 biggest stars, but then you'd add Eric Bledsoe and Isaiah Thomas, probably the tier right under them, and then Jay Crowder, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and then you have the bench, Dwayne Wade, a great veteran, Kyle Korver, a knockdown shooter, Zizic, a person from overseas that we don't even know how he's going to play, Amon Shumpert, who used to start, and now he's on the bench, and he's going to be maybe starting. And then you have Jeff Green, who for the Celtics last year played extremely well. He has great defense, and he's just a really good veteran. So, I think Cleveland will be a great destination for Eric Bledsoe, and I want to see him go there so bad, but I just don't know if it will. So before I have to end off the video, let's just recap of some things. So the 2 teams he could go to, New Orleans Pelicans and Cleveland Cavaliers. I think he's more likely to go to Cleveland Cavaliers because they're a contender and they just have a better chance of winning the finals, and he wants to go to a winning team. And now, like I said in the beginning of the video, these teams are not the teams that I think he will go to, but I think the teams that will make the most sense and would be the most exciting for him to go to. And please, God, don't go to the Golden State Warriors and come off the bench and never let the Cavs have a chance. Please don't do that. Please, just go to a team like Minnesota. I could have also added Minnesota. I was thinking about it because they have Jeff Teague starting right now, and if you added Eric Bledsoe to that, you'd have Jimmy Butler, Eric Bledsoe, and Andrew Wiggins and Karl-Anthony Towns. That team would be a force to be reckoned with, but it's entirely possible, but I don't see that happening at all. I think I see it happening more than New Orleans Pelicans, so I probably should have put them on the list. But yeah, those are pretty much 3 teams that I think would be the most exciting. Well, I went into detail of 2, but yeah. But kids, that's going to be it for this video. So at any point, if you like the video at all, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers. It would mean the world if y'all did it. And also, kids, don't think I forgot about you. Remember, never do vegetables. Always eat your drugs. Stay safe for a seatbelt. Goodbye.